This is my 1969 Ford F-250 Camper Special. And today, we're going to get it put here into the garage with a little help from the neighbors. Stand by. Well, hello Garage Squad. My name is Hal Horton. I'm in Green Cove Springs, Florida. I have a 1969 F-250 Camper Special. I got this truck in 2011 while I was in Afghanistan and had it shipped home, so that when I came home it was ready for me. My daughter was, I think, 8 at the time and was just enamored with it. It became our daddy-daughter project. She helped me wrench on it. She learned how to do mechanical stuff, and she just left for college, and she has her own Saab now, but she can't wait until she's out of school. She's already told her brothers the truck's hers when I'm gone. It's in the will, so they can back off. We've done a lot of work to the truck. I did a submission video actually for you guys many years ago. All original, has the original 360. Still has the manual choke, the original AC, which by the way is no longer cold. I tried putting in an electric fan, and that's when all my electrical problems started. I managed to burn up the ignition switch and cause a bunch of other issues because I didn't ground it quite properly. I've since put metal fan and everything back. It's my daily driver. I'd really like it for my daughter and I to be able to keep driving. This is the vehicle I want to keep the rest of my life. But then the other day, something happened. I was at my mom's house with the truck, picking up some plants. We're getting ready to, we just moved into a new house and we're getting ready to do the landscaping. Well, on the way back home, a radiator hose blew, and I didn't know it. The water blew up the bottom, and the gauge didn't do anything. It's an old cast iron block, so it just kept going. By the time I noticed, I was almost home. It was clacking and rattling and making a kind of noise. Well, now she's dead. I had to get my neighbors to come over, help me push it into the garage, out of the yard where I'd parked. And I've driven this truck for a very long time. It was a daily driver for a while. She's in great shape, but she always needed a little help because she's old. But now she's blown up. My daughter's heartbroken because, as she used to say when she was a little girl, the truck was her big sister.
Hi Velocity, my name's Alicia, and then I was riding the truck with my daddy. I treat it like my sister. It's my best friend that I'll never have, and it's fun to drive in it. The seats are really comfy, and it's really cool bragging about it. The seats are very comfortable. And sometimes I sit in here and I pretend I'm a cool lady and ride around and go vroom, vroom. And sometimes I even help him when things go bad. One time I started at the truck for him. I didn't mean to, and I almost chopped his fingers off, but I didn't, which is a good thing. So yeah, it's really cool. It even has an old school footy pedal. It's really cool. It makes me feel awesome. I sit over here, and then we have a middle seat built in just for me. And for the locks, it's an 8-ball right there. And we used it to take me to karate class. And yeah. I used to drive her to school in it every day. Drive her to soccer matches, karate matches, everything. It was, she's all about that truck. And now it's sitting, and head gasket replacement is way beyond my capability. I'm a halfway decent shade tree mechanic, but pulling the engine apart, replacing seals and gaskets and things like that, it's way beyond me. Plus, just there's always been issues with the wiring. I had some video where I was driving along one day, and you see the dash cam, the truck just stopped, shut off, smoke started coming up from under the hood.
You know, there's a wire just shorted somewhere. Little things like that would just happen. So, if you would, please come give us a hand. It's a beautiful truck, and it would make a decent episode. And I'm a hard worker. My daughter's a hard worker. I've got a lot of neighbors who are happy to pitch in a hand. It's a great little neighborhood. So please, Garage Squad, make a little road trip down to Florida, enjoy some sunny weather, and give an old veteran a hand. Thank you. Well, it seems that overheating the truck caused problems. See the smoke? Hear how rough she's running? I replaced the hose. She's not overheating. Temperature gauge is reading normal. I know it looks a little high, but that's actually normal. Oil pressure, still got oil pressure. There's no water in the oil, or vice versa. There's the old hose. But see how rough she's running? Yeah. It's not a good thing. She's not up to temperature, but not really that hot. I don't like the way she's shaking, running so rough. I went out and tried to crank it this morning. When I first got it home, the next day it would crank and ran really rough. Then yesterday, it would try to fire, but it wouldn't crank. And then this morning, just now, it'll turn over. It won't even turn over. It'll just bump. It might be hydraulic. I don't know. So, oh, there we go. We got her put in the garage. My wonderful neighbors came by and helped out. Didn't take much. Oh my goodness, that sun is bright. Didn't take much effort at all. Handful of big guys. Got it done. Now the real fun begins. Trying to get her fixed. Place the head gasket. That's a chore unto itself. Well, I got pulled apart. Just try to get everything done. I don't know. It only takes money, and apparently I've got tons of it lying around in boxes.